It was yet another day where it may have looked nice, but it felt hot and humid once again. But on the plus side, there is a plus side to a day like this. Kept things pretty quiet once again, even with passing cloud cover over indigo sky outside of Seneca, Missouri. We just wish it would have helped us out with a break from the heat and maybe with some isolated showers or storms, but since none of that materialized, it's very similar to yesterday. After we hit the mid to upper 90s yesterday, we dropped back into the mid 70s this morning and back to 95 at Joplin Regional this afternoon. I will say, though, there is radar activity picking up in northern parts of Missouri as a front parked across northern Missouri is trying to spark some evening thunderstorms, but they're going to probably stay right around Kansas City and definitely more towards St. Louis. None of these, I'm afraid, will make it here tonight. So that just means the excessive heat warnings and some lingering heat advisories, they will continue until we hit 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. And even then, I think there's a chance we'll have to put up with another hot and humid day for Saturday. Then the relief will start to come our way. Even though it looks quiet from 7th and Rangeline, it's still warm at 85 and it is still muggy with that dew point at 74. Both those numbers make it feel like it's 92 in Joplin and at the airport. Most of us lower in the middle 80s, between 80 and 85 degrees, but you factor in these dew points, they are still up there. Even at Fort Scott, trying to show a dew point of 81 degrees, that is beyond oppressive, and all the more reason why it still feels like many of us are in the lower to middle 90s at the 9 o'clock hour. Again, I want to keep an eye on these thunderstorms, even though I really don't think we'll have a chance of making it here, but it is hinting at our next front parked to the north. It's just far enough to the north, though, that it really doesn't do anything in terms of rain chances for the next few days, not at least until we can get this upper level ridge to break down. Once it does, that's when the front will roll in, and that is when relief from the heat and the humidity will start to come our way. So I'm not too concerned about these thunderstorms to the north, and you can see how the future track backs up my thinking. We just stay dry overnight as overnight lows drop back to about, let's say, 75 degrees across the entire region. A light south breeze to start the morning out stays pretty light throughout the course of the day, but more out of the southwest at 5 to 10. Let's go 92 by noon and highs near 96 once again. And that's just the air temperature. You factor in the dew points, that'll be up there once again. It's going to feel like it's between 100 to 108, 109 degrees. And these numbers will repeat themselves for Saturday afternoon before we see that front finally roll on in. Again, it'll do so as that ridge starts to shift to the west. So we'll watch for thunderstorm chances with this passing front Saturday evening into Sunday morning. Then I think the rest of Sunday looks dry. But look at this setup, though. From Sunday afternoon through much next week, we're pretty much on the cooler side of the jet. That is a much better place to be, and you definitely see why on the 7-day forecast. 96 tomorrow, 95 on Friday. Both days, because of the heat and humidity, will be alert days. We'll watch the thunderstorm chances with the passing front, Jordan, but behind it, we'll have highs back in the mid-80s and lows back in the 60s. With the lower humidity, that's going to feel pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to Sunday.
Absolutely.
Dick Kelly, thanks as always.